spaced out. It's getting weird, I can't see everybody.
No, come closer. There you go.
Alright guys. So what I want to talk about today, we get a lot of questions from people, especially when they're coming into workouts. Jerry, Theo, hey, what classes should I take? What should I do? Here are my goals. Should I be looking for more strength classes? Should I look for more cardio classes? And there's good benefits to both of them. So I want to kind of talk about the benefits of being in the middle of a strength and resistance program, as well as the importance of cardio. Okay, and kind of show you guys how they can both benefit you. To personalize a program for you guys for specific goals, it will be somewhat on a more individualized basis. If you guys see the benefits on one side or the other more heavily weighing toward you, you may sway toward one side more, but I would definitely try to do at least a balance of both. So, I'm going to start, guys, with strength. So some of this stuff is going to be relatively basic knowledge, and then I'm going to go a little bit more in depth into it. So, what happens in a strength program? What are we benefiting? Obviously, increased muscle mass. Okay, that's a known. Okay, we know that. So how is that going to occur? So as this is going to lead into a little bit on what we talked about last week. Remember we talked about the muscle contractions. Kind of remember those just a little bit. Okay, so remember our muscles contract and relax in this type of manners. Okay, when you're working out, when you add load or resistance to that muscle, when it's contracting, relaxing, especially on the relaxation phase, you are creating micro tears. Okay, you're creating tears in your muscles. Right, this signals a chemical response for recovery to rebuild those muscle fibers. Okay, and that's as the process continues to go and go. That's how we gain muscle mass. That makes sense. So it's a breakdown and a rebuild process. Obviously, this happens on a very, very minute level. I don't work out one day and then wake up the next day looking like Theo. It doesn't happen. Okay? So we want that, but this takes a lot of time. Long, long process of time. So when people come in and say, hey Jerry, I'm taking the classes, I don't really want to get big like Theo. So it's a very, very long process and a lot of work. Okay? So this increased muscle mass increases our metabolic rate. So a metabolic rate is our resting rate is how much energy our body consumes at a resting state. So for example, if I were to just lay in bed all day, my body consumes a certain amount of energy to operate, to function. Your brain requires energy, your heart requires energy, your muscle mass requires much more energy than fat mass, okay, to maintain itself. Okay, so if we can increase our muscle mass and decrease our fat mass, what we're going to have is an increase burn daily. So me just sitting there doing nothing, working, sleeping, whatever it is, I'm going to burn more energy just to operate, okay, which is obviously a huge benefit, especially when we're looking for weight loss. Okay, so that's a huge plus. I also, guys, want to talk quick about proper recovery time. Well, another question that we get is, hey, I did burn 3 days in a row. Is that okay? Probably not, okay? When you guys feel soreness or fatigue in particular areas, like you come and you say, my triceps are really sore, Jerry, what that means is that muscle breakdown that I was telling you about, you have a lot of it going on, a lot of muscle breakdown occurring. Okay, there's a lot of micro tears in that muscle. It needs time to recover. Okay, if you do not allow it to recover, that muscle is not going to perform at its highest peak. Okay, you say, okay, well, what does that mean? Well, what that means is, one, that can lead to injury within the muscle, a strain or overtraining of the muscle to where it doesn't properly recover, or that stress now can go from the muscle to your joint. Okay? Your muscle is not functioning properly. A different muscle may try to compensate for that muscle to help it out. Say, hey, I got your back. I can help you. I know that you're injured right now. I got your back. Okay? Compensation, as we know, is not good. Okay? Can lead to injury. Okay? So if you guys are very sore in a particular area, allow it to rest. Okay? Allow it to recover. Another thing the strength resistance program do for us is increase bone density. Okay? The reason that it increases bone density is from the stress that we put on our muscles, okay, is a hormonal response. Okay, so if our body senses load on our muscles, on our bones, it thickens that bone, it strengthens it. Okay, it increases the calcium buildup there, and it will literally become stronger. That is, again, our body just responding to the stress response we're putting on it. So things like osteoporosis that people face when they're older, this is going to be a huge benefit in reducing the risk for that, reducing the risk for broken bones because your bones are much thicker, much stronger. So one thing I did want to talk about too is during a strength program, when people begin a strength program, you'll see, or when people begin to work out, they see this huge boost at the beginning. They're working out, they start working out, and they're like, man, Jerry, the first 5 weeks I got so strong. Like my weights went up 20, 30%, twice as much. Like crazy amounts in the first couple weeks. And now I feel like I'm plateauing. What's going on? So, what you have to know about when you first start training, what you're training is your muscular adaptation. Okay? You're making your body efficient at working out. Okay? So when you first come to work out, your certain muscles may not fire, they may not work correctly, they're not going to respond properly. So with overuse, like for example, if I'm doing bicep curls over and over again, okay, my muscles are literally being able to recruit more muscle fibers to do this motion. Okay, so at the beginning, you may only be recruiting 20, 30% of your muscle fibers. Okay, and that's why you're weak. Okay, as the body gets used to it, more muscle fibers are able to fire. Okay, and now you're more efficient. Okay, and that's why people may see big strength gains, but small growth gains at the beginning. The growth gains will come more toward the end when you have maxed out that neuromuscular efficiency. Now is when you're going to see some more strength gains. Then guys, use it or lose it. That's a big thing. So as I was telling you earlier, muscles take a lot of energy to maintain, to just maintain. So when you guys stop working out, okay, that muscle is very expensive to your body, okay, as far as energy consumption. Your body likes to maintain its efficiency. Okay, so if you're not stressing this muscle, if it's not constantly taking load and breakdown, your body sees it as an unnecessary use of energy. It's this huge muscle taking up lots of energy. So what it does, it will literally shrink your muscle or waste the muscle. So over long periods of time, when you stop working out, that is what happens. That is why your muscle shrinks. Why you lose it, because it's very expensive to your body to maintain it. Any questions about the strength side while we're on it?
How long do you recover if there's a muscle?
What's that?
If your muscle sore, how long do you recover? Like 1 day or something?
So recovery time can vary on a lot of different things. On your personal body, on your nutrition, what if you're taking any supplements can help. Again, what you do with your sleep time, so your body recovers at night. Okay, so if you're not getting very good sleep, if you're not getting the proper nutrients through the day, it's going to take much longer to recover. Okay, if you're having proper nutrients, if you have a good night's sleep, that is when your body will literally rebuild. Okay, so that's the time to maximize that gain. So you'll see huge, the big bodybuilders. Those guys are sleeping a ton. Those guys eat, live, and sleep. That's what they do. When they're sleeping, that is literally the only time that your body will recover itself. So, and stress can affect your sleep. We all know that. So if you're not getting a good night's sleep, hitting the correct patterns of sleep, then you guys won't recover as effectively.
So the like between 24 and 36 hours is recommended. 24 and 36 hours. But can you work on every day? Yes. Yeah, you can. You come one day do a cardio workout, the other day do a strength workout, and the next day take a break. Come and do a cardio workout, strength workout, come and do flexibility, yoga, right? But 24 to 36 hours, and depending on what it is, nutrition, sleep, hydration, stretch.
And it'll depend on the strength program too. Like in classes, we don't put huge load on you guys. I mean, you are being stressed absolutely more for time, longer periods of time, it's more of an endurance strength type of program. If you're lifting super heavy, down to where you can only get 6 reps or 4 reps, you're going to have much more muscle breakdown, much more. That's going to take a longer time to recover. Again, that's where a trainer or somebody can help be more specific toward you. Okay? So, cardio now. Obviously, again, a lot of these are very basic. We know this. Cardio is going to improve our heart health. It's obviously going to increase our metabolism too. And the EPOC, so excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Okay, that's the afterburn that people talk about. Everyone's saying the afterburn. That is where your body is going to continue to consume higher amounts of oxygen and burn more calories after the workout. And that is a real thing. That does happen. Okay? So that's the benefit when we're hitting that cardio workout. That is how that can benefit us. Hormonal balance. Okay, cardiovascular exercises increase obviously blood flow to our muscles, to our entire body. That increases the amount of oxygen. Oxygen is very good for our body. Okay, it helps with our hormonal balance. Okay, this can obviously help with depression, stress, fatigue, a whole list of things. Okay, so a lot of people say feel like I need that workout. I need to get this workout in. I'm just kind of feeling crappy. Okay, that's your body telling you, hey, this is going to be good for you, and you get that relief, that sense of this feels good. Again, oxygen, very, very good for our body. It can also help guys decrease your recovery time. Okay, so make it better at recovery. Okay, that reason is the same reason I was just talking about. And increase the blood flow to the muscles. Okay, so the blood flow, the red blood cells, the blood carries nutrients to your muscles. Okay, nutrients allows us to recover. Okay, so as we exercise, we do lighter exercises, more cardiovascular type exercises. We're getting the oxygen, we're getting the blood flow. That is going to help our recovery time. Okay, we're getting more blood flow to the muscles. They're going to recover quicker because they're receiving more nutrients. Okay. The last thing that I want to talk about is we have a lot of people talking about, hey, I'm building muscle, am I burning muscle, what am I doing? So I just want to very briefly talk about the three sources of energy you guys can use. Okay, carbs, obviously, a very easy source of energy, which is sugar. Your body loves to burn those, super easy to burn. Okay, that's going to be your immediate source of energy. You have fats to burn. Okay, that's what we want to burn. We want to be fat burners. Okay, and we have protein, which is our muscles, muscle breakdown. Okay, that is going to be catered highly on your diet. Okay, it will matter what type of exercise you do. Yes, absolutely, but how efficient you are at burning fat or burning sugar or burning muscle will depend greatly on your diet, what you eat, what you train your body to burn. So if you're a high sugar eater, a low quality fat eater, there's a good chance that you're burning, carbs at the beginning, which is natural, that's with everybody. But what happens afterward? Okay, you want to burn fat. Okay, if you're not having a high quality fats into your body most likely will not be burning fat. It's going to be burning protein, which is your muscle. Okay? After over long durations of cardio exercise, you guys can have some muscle wasting. Okay? So again, that's why a good diet, a good balanced diet is key to success when you're trying to burn fat as opposed to muscle mass. Cool? Good questions. What's that? Right, so you really only have, your fat is your fat. Your body stores fat, your body will turn carbs into fat that you're not using. It's a fat storing machine, again, depending on how you cater your diet. Okay, so you need high quality fats to help you use those fats. So if you're eating sugar and breads and pastas all the time, it's going to burn those energy sources up quick. It likes that, but the excess is going to store right to fat. Okay? And that's when if you continue to do that process, that's when you have a hard time, you have trouble burning fat, when you're burning carbs all the time, burning sugar.
What's the percentage combination of strength and cardio? 50-50?
So again, that's going to vary on person to person. So again, you're going to have the increased metabolic rate with your strength. Okay, that's hugely important. You're going to see more definition, but you need the cardio for the cardiovascular benefits. Okay, so again, if the person is trying to lose a lot of weight, I would stick a little more to the cardio side. If the person is moderately fit, I would go to the strength side, but keep your cardio involved. Okay, we don't want to let go of the cardio. We don't want to lose our sense of cardiovascular health overall efficiency of our body. Good? Awesome, guys. Thanks for coming. Okay, next week, guys, we're going to be doing it on Saturday. Saturday at 10:30 with Adam. He's going to be talking about proper squat and deadlift form. And what muscles are activated, how to do it correctly. Okay? So, next week,